podcast. And here we go.
That looks good.
That's the only thing I could get to work right, and it still lags. It stops right there, and I can't figure out why. Um, Frustrating. I actually deleted 4 projects today because I couldn't get them to work. I got so frustrated with them. And I don't know why it gets to right there and then it just stops. And still has 2 or 3 more seconds to go, so I'll have to look into it, figure it out maybe. Like I really figured a lot of other things out today. Not really. Although I did like how Davinci Resolve went, our daily Davinci went. I thought that went pretty good, actually. And then
Up till about 11:30.
I got up at 9 and debated on whether I was going to stay up. And I got up to watch, actually, finally got up and going to watch Doug and Dennis play Fortnite, and that was pretty. They played together today. Nobody joined them. They were pretty good. And then I sat here and I had a couple little Davinci things I wanted to try to get done, but I just can't get motivated to do it. Then Doug came on, and I started messing around with Davinci some more. I had that the video that I worked on a little bit that I wanted to highlight, and then I just couldn't let it go that it wasn't working right. So I recorded it and uploaded it, and then Rick recorded one and uploaded it. He got started on Davinci today. He's going to have some growing pains.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, I offered to do a Zoom with him today, but the computer he put the Davinci on, he can't put a camera on, so wouldn't do any good to do a Zoom with him. So I'll ask him tonight and see what's going on. I think it's just simple things. I think it's just a matter of getting down the procedure of how to do it, bring it from media in down to the work at the edit page into Fusion if he wants to do Fusion, which at this point in time I would not recommend Fusion. Clearly not the color page. And I don't think he's going to be doing any tracking anytime soon. There's Mr. Garrett. Hey, Chris.
Hey,
Got started a little early tonight.
yeah, I've been trying to do some cleanup, like this cleanup and all on this other computer. It's getting a little sluggish.
Yeah, I need to probably clean mine up and do a backup. It's kind of funny that Rick was struggling and I was struggling. I still wonder. And Darren and I were online together for about 2 hours today,
22.
and he even said, "I bet it updated because it wasn't doing anything." I mean, stuff I know how to do, like the tech stuff today, I couldn't get to do right. It just was just so frustrating. And I'll be doggone, I was not going to go watch a tutorial video on it. I just wasn't. So
What's that, Doug?
no, it's me and freaking Davinci. But I finally did cave in. I finally did go watch 2 video tutorials, and they didn't help. So I I give up.
That's right, you did watch Doug. I saw you.
I
I
you know,
wasn't there long.
I listened to Doug. I um I was there. I'll just put it that way. Um, Josh Kinder says hi. Hi, Josh.
Hey, Josh, I might not be on chat.
We'll see how the night goes. I don't plan on doing anything behind the scenes. I don't really plan on being here very long. I am just worn out, and I don't know why. I really have no idea why. I didn't do anything today. talked to the guy with streaming again. He actually was going to give me a temporary account so I could throw it on a
Yeah, do
computer and
that.
test it on the computer and see if that was any better. And then he said he had an idea. Ever since he did whatever he did, it's been running fine most of the day. I actually sat in there and watched about an hour, hour and a half of TV. Um, just literally had to walk away. I didn't even take my phone. I went outside, checked the mail, just walked away from it. Yeah, maybe I should do that for a whole day. I don't know. I, I don't know. Excuse me. And Rick started texting me. He was having problems. It's just a matter of getting used to it. In all honesty, once you get the flow of things down, it's pretty easy to use. Uh-oh, Chris is restarting the Windows 7 machine.
Yeah, no, that's actually Windows 10. It was upgraded,
Oh,
and it actually got the same sound. I actually like that.
did you intentionally do that, or did one of those accidental things
What you talking about?
that it still carries a Windows 7 sound?
It did it with it kept it with the upgrade. Cause I upgraded from 7.
Huh.
I intentionally upgraded from 7 because I wanted some of the programs that came on it.
I thought Jeff might join us. He sent me a couple texts a little bit ago. I don't know if he's got the grandkids tonight or not. See, I got the day right. It is Tuesday. It is the 6th. Oh, yeah, I got that right. It's amazing. I hate holidays that fall on a Monday. I really do.
Well, most of them do.
I know, and they just screw me up. Makes for such a weird week.
It does. It does mess the week up.
Tomorrow we're going to get up and go have breakfast. Try to go to the store. I'm going to try to get back in time for Fortnite. Maybe. There he is, Lawn Dog. It's interesting. Kept Windows 7 starter theme. My daily driver is a 10 to 15-year-old Windows 7 machine with so many add-ons. Talking to you on a new build, Windows 10. Hopefully it'll last me the next 10 years.
Who's saying they got a Windows 7
Long Dog.
and he still using it online?
Oh, I don't think he's using it online. No, he said the machine he's talking right now is his new build.
Some people do still use it online.
Yeah, they're braver than I am. All right. He downloaded Davinci Resolve and started tinkering with it. Good deal. That's good to hear. Next thing you know, we'll have him on Zoom. He and I will be having daily Davinci competition. It'll be Doug and Dennis only with Dave. Davinci Resolve. No, seriously, that's good. Again, I hope Rick takes off with it, and I hope Long Dong takes off with it. They can teach me some things. That would be cool. Like how to track. Was how to keyframe. I got keyframe down pretty good now. Just how to track stuff. I like the accidental things I discover. Like today when I was doing that first video and I accidentally moved the text somehow. I have no clue how I did that. I seriously don't. I just made it, put it where it looked good, and as the video moved, it moved to from here to there and back to there. So not intentionally done by any means. I in fact, in screwing around, I have this might actually hurt my feelings, but I have got good Lord, where's it at? Yes, I figured out how to manipulate the volume as well. It's pretty cool, actually. So I think it is this one right here. Let me see here. No, I doubt that it's that one. No, it should be this one. Okay, hold on. I wasn't gonna do anything in the background, but I do want to check this out. Is it this one or this one?
Yeah, that volume, the music was a little bit loud in that 1 minute 42-second video.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was, and I kind of expected that. So I am missing a video. Darren and I were doing Davinci Resolve today for a good 2.5 hours, of which I recorded 23 minutes and 33 seconds the first time. And the second time is not giving me the time for some reason. I don't understand that.
We are missing a professor.
Yeah, it was 45 minutes and 11 seconds. So, right, that's an hour's worth of recording right there. I may scrub these down a little bit and show him. It was really fun. Okay, he came up with some good ideas and had some good observations. Yeah, the professor's just he's determined to get those movies done. That's the best way to put it. So, yeah, I don't. Long Dog said he stumbled upon the volume leveling function and forgot the terminology. I don't know half the terminology. I just know how this stuff works, and the audio is actually easy to control because it's got a volume control, and you need to raise it or lower it. As I will demonstrate when I upload things with Darren and I, we figured out how to manipulate your voice in Davinci Resolve. I have a section of video where my voice gets really low and really slow. And it actually gets lower and slower than that. And then I have another section where it's such high pitched and so fast, there's no way I can do that. And we literally stumbled upon that. So, but again, that's the only way you're going to learn it. Make mistakes and fix them. So, let's see here. Uh-oh. That was interesting. Yeah, this is scary, but I only have 2 tabs open. YouTube Studio for the stream, my monitoring for the stream, and the clocks. That's it. That's all that's open. Oh, and Zoom. Zoom don't count, though. There he is. He found the volume leveling function in a different menu. Okay, I'll have to get with him and figure out or have him explain to me where he found it. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, started a little early.
I did.
That's okay.
Started
I
about
was sitting
quarter
here
of.
watching some other stuff with Olivia behind me and
Yeah.
decided to come in early and found out I was late.
Well, you could join Doug and Dennis on their 10 o'clock stream, 7 o'clock on the West Coast. They usually start about 1:45 every morning.
Yep.
They quite hilarious.
Tomorrow I got to go to the doctor in the hospital for pre-op stuff. So.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
Yes, the inspector function brings up a set of menus where you can adjust them. Yes, that's exactly where it's at. It's in the inspector. Practically everything in one form or another is in the inspector. Lawn Dog and I are discussing Davinci Resolve. He downloaded it and started playing around with it today. So that's good.
I almost say his name wrong.
I cannot say his name right. I'm
and he wouldn't like, at least on a family-friendly channel.
Well,
I would accidentally say it.
Well, that's the problem. I literally have to stop to think about it.
Reminds me of the Anita Hill hearings.
Yes. Good way of putting that. Yes.
I don't know if he's silver.
Well, thanks for tonight's stream. We'll see everybody tomorrow. We're going to go to the after.
Seemed like a pretty sharp guy, though.
He does. I'm surprised Wintermute hasn't downloaded it yet, because he says he doesn't use it. It'd be kind of interesting to see what he could do.
Oh, what's Chris doing there? Is he around?
Yeah, he's there somewhere.
Right, I'm going to run downstairs a minute. I'll be back.
Uh-oh. Speeding woman on cocaine kills drunk driver high on meth in Vegas. Oh, wow.
What? Hadn't
Yeah,
heard that one.
it's on KTLA 5 News,
Hmm.
which I thought that was out of California, but it says the headline.
Well, no, that's not a Las Vegas station. KTLA is Los Angeles, I think.
Yeah, it says it was.
KTLA is out Los Angeles. It sounds like LA.
Yeah, well, no,
KTLA.
it says it happened in North Las Vegas, but I'm going to read it real quick and see what it says. But it says, speeding woman on cocaine kills drunk driver high on meth. So,
Well, that's on KLAS too. Speeding woman on cocaine kills drunk driver.
that's somebody else is joining us.
Yep. Speeding woman is accused of driving under the influence of cocaine and alcohol when she crashed into another car, killing its driver who was under the influence of methamphetamine.
Yeah, the accident, the picture looks really, really bad. I mean, it just looks horrible. Was that Mr. Alex Professor Cheek joining us?
I
It
think
is.
he's been, I don't know, is he professor still or is he just instructor now?
Well, I think professor would be a little bit higher up on the food chain in the college levels, would it not?
Yep, it would.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Nevada State Police sees 56 pounds of fentanyl during traffic stops. That is enough to kill a whole potload of people.
Oh yeah, that killed an entire city off somewhere. Yeah,
I don't know what the hell's going on. My daughter read something here about people are getting stuff like oxycodone pills, I mean, illegally.
Mm-hmm.
Spread them out on a table, a whole bunch of pills, and just randomly sprinkle fentanyl powder over all of it and then sell it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're going, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
that stuff, you can be killed by fentanyl being absorbed through your skin.
it's scary. It really is scary.
Right.
John Wayne says, "Hey, Ken." Yeah, he does. He's working tonight. He made it a whole 6 days into September of not going to work any overtime in September. A whole 6 days. But I imagine they're short, so he's doing the right thing, I imagine. Heard interesting things today about where Mrs. K works. The corporate's been there for the last couple of weeks. The rumor mill has it they're going to sell the building, or sell the company to another company and keep it a nursing
That will
home.
never be good news for anybody working there.
Oh gosh, no.
If they're selling it, they're getting out, and some cheap outfit's going to come in and try to cut costs and do whatever.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much a given when those places change hands.
What was that, Chris? A Twinkie? Oh, not another drumstick. Oh, Chris. Yes, Blackwatch, I see that now. I didn't quite focus on it, but I'm going to guess he's over in Bonnie's, and if you're still there, tell him I said hi as well. Tell him keep putting out those food videos. I've gained 10 pounds.
When's she going to have her exam?
The 30th.
Okay.
Last Friday of the month, last day of the month.
Yeah, well, once she gets through that, then she can go any place in the state, I guess.
And that's kind of the plan she's got working in her head right now. My sister-in-law said that as far as she knows, there are 5 people that are just ready to walk. Did I download the sound library from Davinci?
How does BH know about Phoenix weather and the rest of us?
If I did
Whoa.
LD, it's because that came with it.
not found.
Is that you got a special link with Robert there, Chris?
Oh man, I forgot to turn that down.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check tomorrow when I fire it. Well, I've got it fired up right now, but I don't know if I have it or not, honestly. So Jeff, did you see the new and improved but still broken intro?
No.
All right. Are you watching the stream?
Yes.
There's the new and improved broken intro.
What?
It's
There's one thing I didn't expect to see on there.
an old picture. Because I believe I know the one thing you didn't expect to see.
Well, it was a name.
Oh, I know. I'm aware of that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
saw that too.
When I get an updated picture, I'll swap it out.
All right.
Uh-oh, I see that I'm buffering. I'm seriously buffering? Wow. That is not good. What are you up to, Alex? Oh, I'm trying to remember how to unmute myself so I can talk to y'all. But other than that, I'm fine.
I'm trying. I was pulling up the YouTube video. I've got OBS running with my last tape in the recorder right now, playing it, recording it.
All right.
Nice.
So you making your deadline, Alex? For all those tapes?
She came by to get them yesterday. All the normal size VHS tapes, and then I've been working on the camcorder tapes.
Yeah.
So
Well,
right
these
now
are
I've got the YouTube stream going, Ken's YouTube stream going. I got Zoom minimized, and I'm looking at OBS recording this stuff.
If I remember from my VHS days, which has been a long time when I had a recorder, you got regular length, you got LPs, and you have SLPs or something like that.
It's actually SPs is standard play. The next one, which is 2 hours, that's the minimum. LP is long play, which is 4 hours, and SLP is super long play, which is 6 hours.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the details, but I remembered the
Excuse me.
abbreviations.
I've gotten a few, not recently, but I've gotten a few tapes in the past that are 6 hours, and those are a pain.
How much can you stick on a DVD when you're doing this?
Regular DVDs, 4.5, about 4 gigs.
Okay.
Double layer DVDs, about 8.5.
Yeah, because I'm going to say, I have a few double layers someplace, and I never had that good of luck recording them on my computer when I was copying stuff. But
Right, I'm not crazy. I was trying to figure out. I moved everything off of here. I'm going to show Long Dog something real quick on Davinci Resolve. But I see Greg and my picture. I'm like, what the hell? I
So
shouldn't be seeing that. So
I've been working on a slideshow for church and watching this record and doing all this at the same time, recording a video and
excuse me.
working on PowerPoint and of course my old computers I used to do all this on. I wouldn't dare touch the computer while I was recording.
Right,
Like
let me knock this
crash.
out real quick. So this is for Long Dog. I'm gonna start calling him LD. This is for LD to answer his question, and Rick as far as that goes. When you first open DaVinci, it's going to default to right here, which is the cut page, and you don't want the cut page. You want the edit page. So if it's here, you can use this, but it's just confusing as all get out. You want to switch over to here, which is your edit page. So switch it to there, Then it brings you up here, and you have to have a video, picture, whatever, media. You import media, and I'm going to breeze through this because he already has done this. So I'm going to go grab 2 videos. I'm going to grab 907 movie. I'll grab the MP4 version, and I'm going to grab the 908 MP4 version, which is not to be found. That's pretty interesting. It's got to be found because there's a JPEG of it. 906, 907, 908 JPEG, unless I deleted it, which is quite possible. So we'll grab 906. Doesn't make any difference. I'm not going to save this. So now, what LD said was he brought 2 videos down to the timeline and put them together, or went to put them together, and there was a gap. That's because he didn't have the snapping tool right here highlighted. So when you grab these, if you don't use the snapping tool, you can have a gap. And I'm doing this intentionally to have that gap right there. So when you play this, it'll go black, and then it'll do that. If you put the snapping tool together, or highlight the snapping tool, this will automatically snap into place. Snaps into place. So hopefully LD is watching this. Yeah, well, the snap tool is right here. The snapping tool is this magnet right here. It's called snapping, and I forget what the shortcut for it is. I just use the keyboard. I just use the mouse and highlight it. If you don't snap it, you can overrun it.
Oh,
Or was that Sean joining us? No.
that was me.
Okay.
Sound like Sean.
It did sound like Sean. Or if you're not real careful, you'll get like that close, and then when it plays, you'll have that little brief moment of nothing there. Yeah. Oh, I love this. I love the snapping tool. I'll tell you what, it is great. It really is great. Snaps right in, and it doesn't matter where you're at. If you're accidentally on the wrong track, it'll still snap in. You can see the lines above it and below it. It still snaps in. So, any other quick questions while I'm here? The Bronx 9 says, hello, including all homies. Yeah, it is pretty easy to use. What he was talking about on the audio is you highlight your audio, you come over here to the audio tab, and this button right here is, oddly enough, the volume button. So you can play it, and I'm not sharing the audio on Zoom, so they're not going to hear anything. YouTube will hear it, I think. Let me turn it up. You can crank this all the way up like that, or you can take it and make it real super low like that. The other thing you can do, this I was explaining a while ago, your tones right here
Oh my gosh.
in the pitch. You can slow your voice down.
What are they doing now?
Or you can speed it up. But the main thing I found that I like in here was this one right here, where you can change the volume, especially when you're adding music. So that's a little loud even there. I'm going to take it down to -0.8, and then it transitioned seamlessly. So speaking of transition, I'm going to go into effects. I'm going to grab a video. I couldn't get this to work today to save my life. And apparently I'm not going to get it to work again tonight.
Does anybody else? Hold on, go ahead, Ken. I'll ask in a minute.
No, go ahead, Chris. So I'll stop sharing my screen.
Y'all might not think it's stupid, but it looks like Edge has added some kind of sidebar.
Edge?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I don't use Edge.
I'm switching computers, by the way. I'm going to switch to the laptop because I got to do some stuff.
Yeah, I don't I don't use Edge.
So I'm going to be logging off on this one. I'm here 2 times. How am I here 2 times?
The professor can answer that. He understands it. I don't. It's possible. I know you can do it.
I thought only Doug could do that. Well, I was logged into my account. I was logged into my account on the laptop,
Right.
and this desktop wasn't logged into the account. So
Through the web.
yeah,
Right. So hopefully that helps along LD out. And the audio function you can change. Yeah, we discussed that. I still can't get the doggone. I honestly think it did an update today, and I honestly feel there's just something wrong with it. I really do. Because I can't bring an audio or video transition into my video unless it's because of the format, and I don't think I've ever had that problem.
I honestly feel something's wrong with Microsoft.
It could be. It doesn't go above it. It goes on the daggone stupid. Oh, there it is. Oh, you know what? I don't like that. Got it. I don't like it. I do not like it. Now, can I effectively change? Well, at least I got the effect to go in there. Now I'm trying to figure out if I can change the parameters of the effect. We'll say you probably can. You can change everything else in the world. Oh, it is. It says right there, transition type, arrow. So change the duration to.
Lord.
I guess 2.5 seconds is as much you can have it, or you can change the frames to no. So 2.5 seconds on that duration is that's not good. And then you can change. Got to be able to change size. That was what I was looking at. And change the center. Let's go back over here. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work with that. I'm gonna stop this.
702, we're going to be advised, always closing.
That sounds like Robert. Are you sure you don't have something going on with him?
No, that's not Robert. That's actually one of the deputies calling in. They go around and close businesses. I don't know why. They have to do it.
Good question. Why would they do it? Don't the businesses themselves close themselves?
I don't know. It's the next county. It's not actually the county I live in. It's a small community.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Maybe they just making sure they close and everything's
Could be.
might have had some problems before.
Possibly. I don't know. So Jeff, where did you see that about the things that the service members are losing?
No, that was an article on the Yahoo homepage that I saw first. If I can find it again, I'll stick a link in the
All
chat.
right. So
Just said
LD
about Air Force, though. The Air Force special pay budget was cut like $91 million.
Damn.
And so they don't have any money to do it. It's not that they want to cut these things. They're trying to get it back, and the military budget's about to go to the Senate. So some of them are hoping to get it put back in. Hold on, let me, I don't know. that's still on their homepage or not. Anyway, if I see it here in a minute, I'll stick it in the chat.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through to see if I can find the one I saw.
But there were like 20 to 30 MOSs.
That's
I mean,
terrible.
even the para-rescue operators in the Air Force were being cut their spatial duty pay.
Mike says he'll be on Zoom on Wednesday. All right, Mike, we look forward to having you and Mimi here. Hopefully he gets his headphone issues resolved. And of course, I can't find the one I saw earlier tonight. Of course, I don't remember where I was at when I saw that. So LD said something about there were 3 files that came up and he can't figure out what they were. And without me seeing what they were, I can't either. Something about cache clip, a gallery, and a file is capture. I don't remember because it's been so long ago since I set it up. Yeah, the first installation, I guess I should have warned Rick about that. Oops. The first time you install it, it takes a minute and it takes a little bit of thinking because it goes through and sets things up the way you want them. And then when he did, I don't know if you guys watched his upload today or not, but that's what he did today. And he figured it out. He's pretty good about that. It still comes up with these 3 errors. If you can somehow get a screenshot and post that in chat, I don't even know if that's possible or not, then that would help me maybe figure out what it is because I don't know. Or send me an email and we'll have you join Zoom and have you share your screen. Greg would love for you to share your screen.
Oh, I'd be just thrilled.
Delighted Peachy King Dandy. Yeah, of course I won't be able to find this now. I did. Oh shoot! You know what I did? Oh, I can't believe I did that. I actually copied and pasted a bunch of today's chat, but I was so frustrated earlier today that I just said screw it and restarted the computer without saving a bunch of stuff. Guess what some of that was? Oh well, I'll figure out a way to get it back. It's frustrating. I'll tell you what, I just was so and it's not so much that I don't know how to do it. I've done most of what I'm trying to do today. I've already done successfully, I might add. And today, nothing happening. Apple's expected to reveal iPhone 14 on Wednesday. Anybody getting involved with that?
No.
Yeah.
I put a link in Zoom chat.
All right, cool. Thank you.
What was that, Ken?
Apple is going to release iPhone 14 tomorrow. Darren Gilholm says no. Go check out the link here real
They
quick.
can have it.
Yeah, I don't want mine. Well, you know, if it's gonna happen to the Air Force, it's gonna happen to the rest of the services as well.
Well, this is due to a Air Force cutting the budget. They're not mentioning the other services yet.
Yeah.
They're trying to get it put back when the military pay bill goes into the Senate. The reason I caught my eye said one of them was recruiters, which is what you did for a while.
Yeah.
But some of them are going to be cut by $5,400 a year. Some specialties.
That's going to hurt. Yeah.
I got to run downstairs a minute. I'll be back.
No problem. LD, yes. What I should have done, just got up and walked away and not done what I done, but I was so frustrated. You can ask Darren. Darren's in the chat now. He'll tell you I was frustrated.
Well, 2 hours later, you're still going on.
So Jose just posted a message, and I'll read it to you. This is more for you guys than for me. It says, I've created an open Zoom meeting for us homeboys. I saw Ken uses a Zoom meeting for other meetings. Yeah, 12 to 1 o'clock. I do use it for the daily Davinci for other meetings. This is one of the reasons I decided to do this. He did provide the link, and I will provide that in just a little bit to everybody. I'll get that disseminated, except to Greg. I got to figure out how to get it to Greg because he still can't find his phone. We should be able to put a link like we did with Doug's. And I'll tell you what, hold on a second.
I went through everything on Yahoo's webpage. I didn't see anything on it.
I don't have Facebook running on my computer. I've just got it on my phone.
No problem.
Yeah, when I come back. Yeah, that's why I should have just walked away, but I was beyond frustrated. That was frustrated was a kind word. So I haven't heard from Sean today. I don't know what's going on with his dad. I just sat here and got really frustrated at Davinci. Yeah, hopefully Long John or LD will either copy and paste it in there so I can see it, or possibly even join Zoom and share his screen, and maybe we can figure out what's going on and help him out. About ready to start all over again with Davinci. Well, that was interesting. All four of my screens just blinked at the same time. Cue the Twilight Zone music. Did the TV blink? Be right back. Did the TV blink? Huh. All four screens blinked at the same time, so I thought maybe it was an internet thing. Okay. Well, that's good. She's watching the movie with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence when they're in space. I can't think of the name of it. Pretty good movie, though. What are you watching, Darren?
Nothing at the moment.
No, I'm hearing some echo, and I figured it sounded like it was English, so that's why I asked. What, you're not watching
Mine's
us?
turned off. Yes.
You see
I've
the
got
new
both on.
you see the new intro yet?
No, didn't have time.
Well,
I don't want that.
I'm gonna
I
replay
just
it.
You probably hear Nick in.
Probably.
Well,
So I'm replaying the new intro again for. I gotta figure out why passengers. Yes, thank you, Wintermute. Man.
oh, that one, that's good.
Yeah, but I gotta
That's
figure out why. Okay, so I like it, and it gets to a certain point, which is about right here, and then it freezes. It locks up, and I don't know why. Yeah, I seen that Tim Soul actually posted something on Facebook about the rolling. I think he said blackouts, not brownouts, but blackouts in California. That's terrible. That is just absolutely horrible. I don't know what's your high temperature and weather like right now. He's out. I believe he's out in the Palm Springs area, if I remember right. My niece made it safely to San Diego today. She's going to be gone 17 days. Said she enjoyed the plane flight. She'd never flown in her life. So that's good. Yeah, good question. Where's any kind of planning in that? So I am going to, what am I going to do? Go get some water, I think. See if that will help my headache.
I'm going to the funny farm.
You going where?
To the funny farm.
I don't know why, but it made me think. Taking Mrs. K to work today, and I get a text from my mom, and she says, "I don't know how to download that on my phone." So I thought, let's call her, see what's going on, because I'm thinking download. She's trying to download something on a computer. So I called her. I said, "Are you trying to download something on a computer?" No, no. It said on my phone. It said do this on my phone. Your brother sent me something to download, and I thought you were trying to explain it to me. I said, "No, I didn't get that message. I'll just stop by later." She goes, "Nope, nope. Your sister can deal with it. I don't understand it, and I don't know how to download anything to my phone." Well, what it was my brother, my sister, and I, her husband, his wife, and Mrs. K. We all have a group chat to discuss things about mom. Today's dilemma was her hot water heater's going out, and some company quoted her $2,375 to replace the water heater.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
bullshit.
well, exactly. But here's the deal with that. This is with a company that she is a quote member of, and she's getting member prices. Again, no, wrong.
Oh,
So,
You can go to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy one there with installation for a lot less than that.
Yeah.
yep, yep. Um, so when it was all said and done, they're going to wait for it to go out, which is kind of silly, but that's their decision. But when it all gets said and done, it's going to be bought and installed for about $1,500.
Now, does it have a drip pan around it so when it leaks, it's going to run outside?
I'm trying to think. I think it
I mean,
does
when
have
my
a drip
new one
pan.
was installed after we had the fire 4 years ago,
Yeah,
they got a drip pan. There's a line that runs off of that that goes through the wall and out onto the ground.
yeah. Um, I
If
don't remember because her house is so weirdly laid out that her furnace, her hot water heater, and her water softener are literally in this little cubby hole in the middle of the house. It's almost like they built the
Yeah, you
house.
need to have something to catch that water when it
Oh
leaks.
yeah, oh yeah, big time.
I'll be back in a minute. I got to do something on my old computer.
No problem. I'm grabbing the water. The name of that movie is Passengers. Passengers, yeah. Got me a good ice water. It's got ice in it. That hopefully will. Yeah. Um. So that was the dilemma, and then I don't know what she was talking about on the trying to download something. Have no idea.
Who was it that said PS2 keyboards don't work on Windows 10?
I have no idea. Was
It
that
does
tonight
on.
or?
No, that's a while back. I heard somebody say that it does on mine. Cause I still use the PS. I use the PS2, so I keep my USB ports. I'm weird, I know. If it works, it works
Yeah.
just as good. I mean, it works just as good as USB. I mean,
Kind of how I look at it.
uh,
Maybe should have somebody research to see if there is anything going on with Davinci Resolve. Just it's too ironic that I had issues and Rick had issues Maybe something was going on. I don't know. Guys, get me on a different subject, please. I'll be up here till 4 o'clock in the morning playing with this if you don't. There's that. Greg, is it Greg?
No.
That sounded like Mystery 3000 Theater or something. Seriously. But nobody's lights lit up. Nobody's boxes lit up. There's no line. But that was really, really, it was the update. It probably was, Tony. It probably was an update. And like some updates, it's probably not have. It's terrible. I have been given the OBS update. I've declined it 3 times now because I know there's issues with that. I'm going to hold off on that just a little bit. What else is going on? About it. Pretty boring day today, actually. Oh. It'd be like Doug and Dennis give you the weather report. I'm kind of waiting with fingers crossed that the streaming service guy actually does give me a temporary account. I got it downloaded on my computer, and I'm really hoping he gives me a temporary account so I can see if it's going to work any better or not. There's Mr. Lakes.
Hello.
68 degrees currently. Gonna go down to 65. That's good, comfortable weather right there. No rain until Saturday. That's good. So, how was your first adventure into Davinci Resolve?
Oh, it went fine. It's just when I put that second clip in there, it just seemed to go on for infinity. And I tried to find the end of it, and there's no end to it. So I said, "What am I doing wrong?"
Well, it's there.
Yeah.
You know the easiest way to do that?
No.
Right click, change the duration, and just shorten the duration. See what your duration is. I would say share your screen, but I know you're not on that computer, so you can't do that. I'll be right back. I'll show Rick what I'm talking about. I got to think of one of my longer movies. It's 65 degrees outside. I'm opening the windows since running the air conditioner. I'm hot. Oh, you're hot? Yes. Yeah, I'm cold. You're Filipino. You're from the Philippines. I'm a meat and potato eating American. I weigh 250 pounds, woman. I'll be a big boy. I'm hot. I can't believe she's questioning that. All right. So, once again, I might as well subtitle this Da Vinci at night. So why did, there we go. Wow, there's that long of a delay. That's amazing. Bring us over here. Fire up Davinci. So you're talking about like right here, it looks like this may go on forever, right? Give me just a second. I'll help you out. So this one right here looks like it really goes for a long ways. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can grab the slider right here and slide it along. And oh, you think it goes on forever because boy, it looks like it goes on forever. Trust me, there's the end. Okay? Or back here, go on here, right click, go to change duration, and you'll see it's 5 minutes and 53 seconds. Just you need to remember that name if you want to edit the whole video, or that number rather, and just change it to a minute and a half, and that'll. So somebody remember 5:53:20 for me. I'll write it down.
So what did I miss?
Nothing.
Because I've been on the phone with you know who for the past 25 minutes.
Oh, did you guys finally decided to speak to one another?
He did.
Well, that's good.
I've been trying to call him for the past few days, but he finally decided to talk to me.
Did he tell you about his dentist appointment? So 00 colon. I'm gonna make it 1 minute, 30 seconds. I think that's what that. I said. You that way? Yeah, it sounds about right. 00.
Yes, he did. He's got to. He went there today. They cleaned his teeth. They had to completely sedate him through IV to get it to be able to clean his teeth. He didn't feel anything. They told him he's got to have a tooth pulled.
And they didn't pull it when he was under sedation?
No, he's got to go back and have it. He's got to go back and have it pulled. He said it was number 13. The tooth number 13. I don't know which one that is, but he's had two teeth pulled in the past, so this will be his third tooth pulled. And it's one of the ones on top.
So I'm going to show Rick what I'm talking about. So I reduce this to a minute and a half. I'm going to Control Z this back out, and it goes back out to infinity. Right click, change the duration right here on clip duration, and 00 130 00 minute and a half. Boy, that looks like funny. So I'm going to go colon 00 and then hit change. Now watch right here, Rick. Watch the blue line right here. That will automatically jump down to a minute and a half. And then, but if you have things in the other 3.5 minutes that you got rid of, you want to edit, before you do anything, just hit Control Z and it goes back out. What I usually do is I just grab the slider right here and I just go look for it. I've got some, I get over it, like a 2.5 hour movie. Oh yeah, you're searching for a while, but there might be something up in this area that you want, that if you change the duration, you might not have it. It might just disappear. So, any other Davinci questions while I'm here for the second time? Oh, I know what I was going to show you. So I've made no changes. Did I change?
Yeah. Did you restart the stream by any chance?
Did I restart the screen May 10th?
Did you restart the stream?
No.
Tonight? No, I did not.
Because I thought I seen the ending screen where you was about to end it, and then the next thing I know, I look over and you're back on Davinci.
No, I ran this a few times, and then I brought up the technical issue one once, but I did not end this stream yet. Now, I did have a little bit of a lagging issue a while ago. But no, I haven't restarted it. Trying to figure something out here. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my project manager, and oh, okay, I see what I did. I'm going to close this. I guess I'm not going to close it. That's weird. See, this is acting all hinky. This is acting so weird. Go back to the media pool. When you get that, it just means you're missing your media. You have to remember where it was at. When you set it up, you put everything in videos, and that's fine. I think you can right click this and figure it out from there. I know you can up here if it's missing, but apparently I don't think you can in here, but I know where it's at. Just go over here, go to my media location. I know that it was 906 and 907, so I'm going to grab both of those. Yeah, sure I am. So I'm going to grab 906 and 907, bring them in at the same time, and as soon as you do that, that one comes back, and then the other one was 907. Did I not grab 907? 906 and 907. Wow, weird. But since this is a throwaway thing anyway, I don't really care. I'm going to go ahead and delete that because it doesn't happen. So when you first fire up Davinci Resolve, yeah, I agree, LD. Sometimes I think Zoom affects it, and sometimes I think other things affects it. So I'm going to fire up Davinci. It takes it a second. I'm going to do an untitled project. It'll automatically open right here in the cut page. And you can grab stuff. You can go get media from here, and you can bring it down in there. As soon as you bring it down, it looks all weird. Okay, Rick, this probably looks somewhat familiar. Did you see this today?
See what?
The screen that looks like what's in front of what I'm sharing right. Am I not no longer
No, you're
sharing?
not.
I'm seriously ending the stream then.
Okay, good night.
Yeah, really. How about now? Oh my gosh. Go over here so that Zoom sees it as well. So did that kick that out? Okay, anyway, I'll figure that out later. So when you start DaVinci, I'm going to count to 1,000 in a minute. So when you start Davinci Resolve, for the 18th time in the last 10 minutes, and you open up a project, it's going to default to the cut page, which is right here. You can bring in your media from the cut page. And just grab the same movie. And then you always want to, if it asks for a change rate, change it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, always. Bring this down, and it'll look like that. The first time this happened to me, I was like, I broke something. I said I did something wrong. I couldn't figure it out. And all it is if you click the edit page right here, that's what it should look like. You can do everything in the cut page that you can do in the edit page. I've seen people say it's easier. I've seen people say it's harder. I just find it's easier to do everything from within here. Now, what we discovered earlier today, if you highlight this, then you can go up here and click on audio, and you can control the volume. I don't know what pan does. Darren and I couldn't figure it out. We absolutely heard no change in it. The pitch, you can change. When you go this way, it lowers it and slows it down. When you go that way, it makes it higher and speeds it up. And then the sense, C-E-N-T-S, no clue. No clue whatsoever. The equalizer, if you turn it on, oh, doggone it. Hold on a minute. Oh, good Lord. I should give this up. Well, welcome to my last stream, everybody. So, I'm going to play this. I'm going to turn on the equalizer. I'm going to grab the bass. Or you can grab the treble. messing around a little bit with that, or you can come up here to the pitch, turn it up,
Jesus.
or you can go the exact opposite. Grab the tones. And the odd thing is, I watched a guy the other night and researching something for Alex to help him with changing something from landscape to portrait, and he was actually doing that, but he wasn't showing this at all, but he was just doing it. And it was pan, change direction for audio. It would be like moving an audio source from the right to the left speaker. Okay, that does make sense. Thank you again, Wintermute. So did I leave the equalizer kind of off? Well, it didn't make any difference. It was off, but I'll put it back to normal. Speed change. I'm sure, I don't know how that works. I'm sure it's just common sense. You're going to change the speed. But it's not highlighted, so I can't do that. And again, you do know over here, if I move this over here and it sounds horrible, just hit this button, puts it back to 0. Or you can go to the video, make all your changes, and same thing. If I take this and let's say I unhook these and I bring the X down and I take a portrait, something that was landscape, shot in landscape, and I'm going to make it portrait mode right there. Okay. If you don't like it, you can just hit this button right here. It goes back to the original position. So the X positions left and right, Y's up and down. Rotation angle, you can rotate the doggone thing. But again, if you get it somewhere, just hit this and it goes back. Pitch and yaw, kind of interesting.
It shows on both screens.
Yeah, it should be showing on YouTube.
No, I'm talking about my computer. I'm talking to myself. I thought I was muted.
Oh, okay. All right. Are you talking to yourself, Chris?
I'm talking to myself.
There's a lot in here I haven't messed around. Dynamic zoom does that. That's just a real quick and easy way to make it zoom. A lot of people use that. I find it's easier to do it a different way. Which right now is not coming to me, so we won't discuss that. But yeah. I'm getting more into the video and kind of shying away a little bit from the stills, but they go hand in hand. And by the way, if you wanted to, you can go grab a still.
I didn't know you had a moonshine still.
I do. Can't be telling everybody though. Grab this handsome devil right here. We'll put it over here on top, and that will take precedence. Just remember, it's all layers. Whatever's on top is going to be predominant. Okay. So if I were to go over here and get another media and grab this one, bring it down, put it on top of that one, it's now going to be predominant. Everything's there, but the top one's always going to take precedence, always. And you can affect that by either offsetting it a little bit, and then when it plays through, you can also mute the audio track right here by muting it. So when it scrolls through, it does that. But you'll figure all this out. You'll sit down and you'll like try different things and whatnot. I'm gonna grab another media, audio, video, radio, video. Living with suitcase. Can't do JPEG, I don't think. I'll grab this one up. It's fairly long, I think. Drag it down here. I guess it's not. Clicks in using the snapping tool. Then I'm going to go to the effects. And you scroll through here and it shows you what the effect is. That one's alright. So you bring this down and it didn't go. I'm going to put it on this one and it didn't go. This is beginning to really frustrate me. You should be able to put it right here between the two. But I'm telling you, there's something going on with Davinci.
Sounds like operator error to me.
Possibly. I think I'd rather blame Davinci first, though. Now, when it clicks in, you'll know it because it's puts a little white box in there, and it says it's in there. There, nope, that's not it. Oh my God, I give up. Let's try this. I know that doesn't have to be there. Nope. I don't know what's going on. It's probably operator error. Beats me. Beats me. Some of these you can put above it. Some of them you can put, like if I wanted, go to this one. I can take that particular picture. I'll turn this track off. I'll drag this down to here. That's going to take that picture and throw it in that corner right there. And it actually did what it was supposed to do. Yay, something finally worked. And then you can click on your picture. Go to effects. Scroll down to border. Crop the width of the border in. And you can change the color of your border. It's all basic stuff, seriously. And we'll make it about like that. You can change the width of the border. Or, shut up. Change the height like that. You can make rounded corners by doing the radius. You can round the corners out. That looks pretty cool. And then you can keyframe it, make it do whatever you want. That's just basic stuff all the way around. That's not ever going to change anywhere. I don't know what perspective does. Okay, that's good. And then if it's got a dot, that's 0 or Control Z. You come back up here, X position, Y position. So to keyframe it, you go to where you want to start with whatever you want to do. So I'm going to start this in this corner, and I'm going to keyframe the X and the Y position right here. And then I'm going to move this to the middle. I'm going to move this over here, and I'm going to drop it straight. I'm going to drop it straight down to right there. You don't have to do anything now, which is really good, because back in the day, 3 weeks ago, you had to hit the keyframe button again. You no longer have to do that. Then I'm going to grab the key or the playhead. I'm going to move it to right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this here. And I'm going to move it back up to the top right there. Now, if this worked, which I don't think it did because I don't see my little arrows. If you go right here, it didn't. Okay. So I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm shutting the computer off. I'm done with Davinci. I'm done with streaming. I'll see you guys in 59 days. Wait a minute. 48 days.
Let me ask you a dumb question here.
Oh, go right ahead. This is dumb question day, Jeff.
No, well, no. Does this software ever give you any error messages?
No,
No.
Okay.
hasn't yet. That's not to
Okay.
say that it won't. Actually, yeah,
So it's just
it
you try
does.
something and it works or it doesn't work.
It actually does. It actually does give you an error message. If you go over here to the color tab and you're trying to do something in the color tab, it will pop up right up in this general area and it'll say blah, 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 blah. Usually it's no data found. Please identify the data.
Okay.
Well, the data is right there. You can see there's the data. Why it doesn't see it, I don't know.
Okay.
So how this works is you go up here to add a tracker, which is a surface tracker. You put it in here. This pops up. And this is what Darren and I struggled with all day long today. You mark your area you want to have tracked. Go see what the mesh looks like. I'm going to put it on automatic. No, I'm not. I'm going to put it on uniform grid. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to track it. I want to track a specific spot. This is kind of one of my goals. I want to track this specific spot. I don't want to track the whole thing out. I want to track a specific spot. But just
Well,
for
is that
tonight,
spot going to move?
well, that's what I don't want it to move. I want it to. It's going to move when I track this, yes, but I want to do it to where it doesn't move, and I know that can be done.
So
I'm
you
gonna,
want this spot to stay right in front of that little gravel driveway on the right.
yes, and as I want, not only do I want it to stay in that spot, but as that car passes over it, I don't want it to move. I want it to stay right there, never moving. But when I track this, and it can be done, I just don't remember how to do it. It's going to track it to the end and to the beginning. So the playhead's at where I want it. I'm going to hit track. It's going to analyze it, and you see what it's doing already. That box has moved over to there. It's just crazy. So we'll let it go. That's cool. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to take the playhead back. It tracked. It's just dumb. So I go to results. And this is the results. This white box has to be put inside your area of what you tracked so that you can see whatever it is you want to see inside that box. In this case, I'm going to grab this picture.
Oh gosh.
And bring it over here. Chris, you okay?
No. My computer just had a BSOD.
Oh, that's not good. So in order for this picture to show up in that spot, you have to right click this and add an OFX input. This is going to go into here, so it's an input. Then you take the output, which is green, into the input, which is green. And if this is right, that picture is going to be showing in the upper left and on the middle of the screen. And of course, it's not right. I'm going to check something real quick. Oh. So I'm going to go grab another media. This is what the issue was today, all frickin' day long. And I'll grab my criminal self. I'll just pick on my criminal self. See if I can bring him in. I can. I'll get rid of that because that's not working. Same thing. You grab the output of this, put it in the input of that, and again, it's not working. Don't think I need another alpha node, but I'm going to add it just to be safe. Well, it's there. It's just not working right, and I think it's because it didn't track it enough. It's there. When I took the alpha, everything else away, it shows up. So again, I myself still got to experiment with it, and I know I can do this. I know I can do this. That picture should be right there.
I'm going to go put children to bed. I will see you tomorrow night. Or
Okay.
if you're crazy enough to stay an hour or two more, I might come back in.
Depends on how I feel and how things go. Right now, things ain't going real good.
All
So
right.
I'm not going to save that. Somebody joined us. Oh, it's Sean. Hey, Sean. So how do I get the input and output function going to grow in your lines? LD, join me tomorrow, and we'll cover that on the Daily Davinci tomorrow. Try making a still shot. Maybe you're filming a vehicle spot. It's not going to stay where you're. No, you can track a spot. You can track it to a specific spot. I'm just not doing something right. I might be using the wrong tracker. There's different types of trackers. There's a planar tracker, or you track a plane, not a plane in the sky, a plane. You know what I'm saying. Sean, you sound a little not yourself. What's up?
Oh, I'm just pissed.
Should I end the stream so we can listen to the rant, or can you rant quiet?
No, my computer's sitting at the stupid UPS facility where they're supposed to deliver it to me, and it's just sitting there. It's been sitting there since the 4th. And it says it's not supposed, the estimated time is not supposed to be till the 8th, but if they have it, why can't they just deliver it?
Is it at the UPS facility in Arizona or somewhere else?
Yeah.
Wow, that is
It's
weird.
Goodyear, Arizona. It's in Goodyear, Arizona, and it's been sitting there since the 4th. They haven't talked to me. What?
They do that across the United States because they have shipments that I get here that get to the UPS or the post office and they won't deliver it until a delivery date. It's sitting like 3 blocks down the road, but they said they can't deliver it. Your delivery date's 2 days from now. You'll have it in 2 days, but it's right there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, I know. And the other thing is, yesterday was a holiday, so that screwed everything up too. How do you get that input and output function going? You're drawing lines. It makes sense to me what's happening, but how do you invoke that function?
What lines?
When you drew the red box,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to start naming this. Oh, wow. Seriously? There
No
we
pay
go.
for fast delivery. Yeah, even if you, well, for me, even if I pay for the 3-day delivery, it ends up being 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
It'll sit at our post office for overnight, and then they'll say, "Well, maybe we might want to deliver this now." Like, I was supposed to get this on the 3rd, and it's the 6th today. Sorry. Whatever.
Okay, so again, it always opens in the cut page, and just get in the habit of knowing it's going to do that. Go to the edit page. You always got to have media. You can't do anything without media. I'm going to go grab a different media. Which is not going to be out of there. I'm actually going to grab, oops, I don't know why I did that. That's interesting. I'm going to go into videos and downloaded movies. It wouldn't be in there. Screen recordings. I don't think what I'm looking for is in there. No, clearly not. Didn't tell me who came in.
I don't know who was already in here to begin with.
Greg, Rick, Chris, Darren, myself.
Alex Blackwatch, I think, came in.
Probably, it sounds about right. Pictures from my 3 computer. No oath thing. No. Oh, wait a minute. 35 millimeter. There, it's going to be in there. No. Maybe in here. Maybe not. I don't know.
Sean, to you, that's black.
Oh, here. This will be a good one. I'll use this one. I can use this one. This will work just fine. It's not a video, but it'll accomplish the same thing. So I'm going to bring it down here. And then I'm going to put a picture on that broken laptop right there. I'm going to put an image on there. And how am I going to do that? I'm going to go in to Fusion. I'm going to highlight this one. If I highlight it, click on it, the red box come up. I'm going to hit shift space to bring up my tool selection, and I'm going to type PLAN and get the Planar Tracker, highlight it, and click the word add, and it automatically connects it. Automatically. You don't have to worry about nothing. As long as you're on this and you use shift space, it will put it everything you need in its right place. So now we're going to go to the Planar Tracker. We're going to highlight it. Same principle. Track. We're going to use the track mode, or we're going to use the corner pin. We're going to use the track mode for right now, even though I don't really need to track this. And then we're going to go set, and then we're going to go get 1, 2, 3, 4, and make it a complete box. And then if you want to get real fancy and nitpicky and make everything the way it should be, you can do it like that. So that's set. We're good to go. Then the next thing I'm going to do, if this was a video, is I'm going to track it. But there's nothing really to track here. So it's not really going to track. I'm going to leave it a point, and I'm going to track forward. And it's tracking that screen. That's cool. And when it gets done, I'll track it backwards. Same thing. It's going to track it. Now we're going to change this from track to corner pin. And this is what, I'm going to leave that right there for right now, and I'll show you why. I'm going to go grab a picture. And again, I'll grab my criminal self. I'll bring this down here, and I'm going to put this into the input of the tracker. And it did not work. Oh, there it is. It's a little slow. So why is it like that? Well, because I didn't adjust the corner pins. So I'm going to take that away. I'm going to go back to the Planar Tracker. I'm going to take the box and put it in the area I want it to show up in. I want the laptop to be functional by having this in there. Or better yet, let's have the laptop actually work. We'll grab a movie. We'll get rid of this picture. Now I'm going to grab this movie, and I've already corner pinned it out. I'm going to take the output. You can put it over here. You can put it over here. As long as it's in there somewhere, it will put it where it needs to be. And if I hit play, will it play the video? I don't think so. Well, I guess it will. I didn't think it would actually. But you can see this is real simple stuff to do. There's really nothing to marking it, tracking it, and doing it. It really isn't that difficult, except for when it comes to cars and trucks and things of that nature. But this is simple stuff. You can see the videos playing. That's just kind of a cool effect, I think. And you can put anything you want in there. You can take this away. You can stop the video. You can grab a picture. You can put this in there, and that's going to show up. Or you can take these both away. You can take a text node, put it in there, and you can put this broken laptop works. Connect it to here. Change the color to something that's going to show up. And there you go. Now, if you hit play now, not going to do anything because you have a static picture with a static picture on it. Whereas before, if I try to connect this, it won't do it. Seriously? It should not have done that. My curiosity is going to get the best of me here. We'll take this back to the beginning. Oh, this gives me an idea. This is my problem. I get on my little rabbit holes and off I go. Shouldn't have done that. It really shouldn't have. Oh, it's like a mask. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
No, that's a pretty cool little thing. And a lot of times it's order. So there's the video. When I put the word "this works," it's the video's still playing. It's just a mask. This is now just a mask. That's all that is. Now, if I put it into here, it's not going
Isn't
to
that
work.
also, I think, called putting a layer over a layer?
It is putting it over it. Yes. These, if you hover over these, that is the background. If you hover over that, that's an effective mask, which makes sense. This is input, and I forget, this is background, I believe, if I remember right. So I could have masked that a different way by grabbing an actual physical mask up here. So go to my media, grab a mask. See how it automatically connected it? And automatically the mask shows up. So let's make the mask a little smaller and a little more circular like that. And then if I think, can I put the text in the mask? I cannot. Can I put the text in here? I cannot, but I can put the text in here. And it now the mask is ineffective because this is the mask. That's pretty cool. You can also change your mask down here by, well, get the right one would be nice. Control Z that back to its position. This one right here. If I go in here and I change this to 0.5, enter, and same thing here. 0.5, it's going to be a perfect circle. That's the easiest way to do it. Even though the lines here doesn't show it being a perfect circle, that is a perfect circle. As long as your height and width match, it's going to be a perfect circle. And then you can move the mask wherever you want. If you want to move it, it's like everything else. You can move these things around and do what you want. You can keyframe them. You can have the mask start here, keyframe it to go across like that. It's all up to your imagination. So it looks like using the fusion function, you bring up dialogue. Yeah, I did a whole video on Fusion a while back, and it's real limited because my knowledge is real limited. But Fusion's not that difficult to understand. It really is not. You got to have a source in, and then whatever takes place from here to here, the output will come in right here. That's all you got to know. So any final questions before I wrap this up? Hour and 24 minutes. Oh, come on. Somebody ask a question. Somebody's got to have a question.
Can I throw another Pop-Tart at Sean?
You may.
Thank you. Whack!
You have different type of ellipses. Just make sure you're on the bot. If it's highlighted, whatever you click up here, it's going to happen. If I hit this merge node, it's going to put a merge node. Now there's nothing to merge, except can I merge the text now? Oh, I just thought of something. Can I bring the text and merge it over that? I can. Woohoo! We are learning something today, boys and girls. So a while ago, when we do this, this acts as a, what do you say now?
Oh, we can pick this up at a later date. We don't need to kill our whatever that word is in this video, in one video.
Oh, sure we do. Inquisitiveness.
Inquisitiveness.
Sure we do. I got nothing better to do for the next 4 or 5 hours. Now, does this have to go? No, still acting as a mask. So that's pretty cool. All the merge does is it takes two functions, combines it, and makes it out. So you can put your media in, your text in, take it to the out, and there it is. Now to make this text move, You can do it here in the layout, which gets real fun. Or the best place to do it's in the merge node itself, and you can move it like that. Change the size. I'm going to bring it up here. I'm going to bring this up there like that. I'm going to change the color. By going to the text node, I'm going to change the color.
Caramba.
Still having issues?
Yeah, I think I know what it is.
And like that, it's done. Time to reflect. Now you have time to go, I know how to do this, doggone it. So simple. This is all simple. I can do this with moving stuff because I've done it with moving stuff, but for some reason, it's not working. Now I'm going to actually get rid of all this right here. No harm, no foul. But I'm not saving this anyway, so I just wanted to show everyone. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. We're an hour and a half, and I agree with what he says. We need time to reflect. If you'll look at the outro, you'll see I used a corner pin to put a video in specific spots that had 4 corners, and then I put a scroll on top of the video. All this will start making sense at some point in time. Trust me when I tell you, if you get going with Davinci Resolve, you'll never watch TV the same again. You'll be watching TV and go, I can do that effect. You'll be watching TV and go, I know that effect. And the next thing you know, you'll be going, like our good buddy in California, I know that. So anyway, Tony Wallow, thank you for joining us. Robert, Michael was there earlier. Our good friend Mike was not in Zoom tonight. He'll be here tomorrow night. Mimi, thank you for being here. I don't think I missed anybody. If I did, I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. The Bronx 9 was here. I do remember seeing his name way back when.
Uncle Ken, can I hit the end live button this time?
Josh Kinder Gaming Fortnite Computer or whatever I'm changing my name to was here earlier tonight. Blackwatch was there.
He
I think I
was?
got everybody. Great guy. I'm just saying bye to everybody in chat. I tried to make that a point. And I'll explain to you why here in just a minute. You guys will think I'm nuts, but I don't think I missed anybody. If I did, BH Ringer. I almost forgot BH Ringer. And there's Mike. I got him. And I know I seen the Bronx 9 one of my streams today. So I'm going to end this nonsense and continue the nonsense over on Zoom. If you'd like to join us on Zoom, kstout2016@gmail.com. And we'd like to have you.